Hey guys, it's Mike McKinstry, host of the Bassquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water, but today I'm doing something really special. It's not fishing, but it's even more fun. Today we are at Voyager Elementary in Howell, Michigan, and I'm doing a book reading of my first book, The Adventures of Squatch. It's a really cool book, but book number 2 also came out today too, so you can check both out at sethsquatch.com. It's right here on the screen. But more exciting, I'm here at Voyager Elementary reading a book to 265 students at once. The largest book reading I've ever done, but today is special because our friends at AmeriGas Propane are helping us out. We are donating this awesome check right here for the School Days program. So the School Days program with AmeriGas Propane, it's 2 cents per gallon of your propane usage from your tank goes into a fund. It pays out to your school of choice that you register. So make sure you guys go onto the AmeriGas website, go to School Days program, register your school, get this check for your school. Let's head inside and read some books.
I am so excited to introduce to you guys an amazing author. His name is Mike McKinstry, and he has a show on the Discovery Channel called The Bassquatch Hunter, and he's an author of a really cool series of children's books. It's called Adventures of Squatch. So let's have a round of applause and welcome him to Voyager.
How you guys doing? Good? That was awesome. You guys are awake today. It's awesome. So can everyone hear me good? Can everyone hear me in the back? Let's do a little test to make sure. Let's clap once if you can hear me. That's all right. Let's clap twice if you can hear me really good. All right. Clap 3 times if you're kind of weird. All right. Good. All right. So as you heard, my name is Mike McKinstry. So I'm the host of a TV show on the Discovery Channel called the Bassquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water. And the first question I always get is, what is a Bassquatch? So a Bassquatch is, you guys know what Sasquatch is, right? Like Bigfoot? So a Bassquatch is like a Sasquatch-sized bass. Has anybody here caught a bass before when they're fishing? A lot of people? So imagine a huge like Sasquatch-sized bass. So we'll do some cool fish stories at the end too. So a big Sasquatch-sized bass that you really never get on camera like a Sasquatch, that's what a Bassquatch is. So in my show, I have probably one of the coolest jobs in the world because I get to do some cool stuff. I get to take out people that are not fishermen and teach them how to fish, and then I go in their world and try to do what they do for a living. So I've gotten to film with WWE wrestlers, and I got to learn how to wrestle. That's the biggest question I get, and it wasn't John Cena, because everyone thinks it's John Cena, but you can't see John Cena, you can't see him. And then I got to film with dairy farmers, monster truck drivers, firemen, figure skaters, country singers, a bunch of cool people. And the coolest part about all that is that the only thing we all have in common is that we've all chased our dreams. We all did something different. We've all decided to do something that makes us happy, whether it's music or comedy or wrestling or UFC fighters or whatever they are. We've all followed our dreams and chased our dreams. So that's what I did too. I used to do marketing for a living, but I wanted to go fishing every day. So I really liked fishing more than work. I think a lot of people could agree. So I started fishing. I started a YouTube channel. Does everybody here go on YouTube? Everybody? So you guys can see my show on YouTube as well at the Bassquatch Hunter on YouTube. So I started a YouTube channel and then decided that I had so much fun doing it that I wanted to start a TV show. So I started the TV show. And then we got a Discovery Channel, we got an Emmy nomination, and it blew up, and it's so much fun. And then I wanted to share the story with more people. So I teach about 600 to 700 kids a year how to fish through summer camps. And I was like, you know what? I really want to share the story with more kids. So I started the book series, and the book is probably one of my favorite things I've ever done. The book follows a story of this character named Seth, which is this guy right here. This is a real life Sasquatch. His name is Seth, or Seth Squatch is his full name. And he's lived in the woods for hundreds and hundreds of years, and he's always been afraid of humans because humans always want to find Sasquatch, right? Has anybody here, raise of hands, ever seen Sasquatch? A couple people might have. So people were always looking for Seth, so he was always afraid. He was always hiding because he didn't want to get his picture taken. So I wrote a story about when Seth met his first human. Do you guys want to hear the story? Yeah. So just so you guys know, at the end of the story, I'm gonna ask you guys some questions. Do you guys like winning free stuff? Yeah. You guys like stickers? Yeah. That was some energy, there we go. So if you guys answer the questions correctly at the end, you'll win some free stickers. I got some free autograph cards too, so you guys will win some cool stuff. But you gotta pay attention, so make sure you guys pay attention to every detail of the story, okay? Pay attention to the names, pay attention to the characters, pay attention to the stories, and there'll be some good questions at the end. And if you get them right, you get some free stuff. Sound fun? Okay, we'll do some questions later too. So if you guys have questions, we'll do questions right after we're done reading the story. And then we have a really big special surprise at the end too that I'm really excited to share with you guys. Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited too. So let's read the story. You guys ready? All right. At the end of this, like I said, we're gonna do questions, right? And win some prizes. I'm also giving away this book today too. So someone's gonna take this book home, and I brought a second one, so 2 people can win a book. Cool? All right, so let's read the story. Can I sit down with you guys? Is that cool? Okay. I'm gonna sit right here. I feel like reading a book should be sitting down. So my good friend Josh is actually the illustrator of this book, and we've been friends for about 15 years. And just like me, he's always liked artwork. So when I decided to write this book series, I was like, you know what's a good idea? I should have my friend do it because I love doing stuff with friends. And that's probably the coolest person to do things with is your friends, right? So me and my friend did this book together. I wrote it, and then he drew all the pictures. And a little fun fact, that dog, do you guys see the dog in the picture right there? That's actually my real dog. So I put my real dog, his name is Cedar. You'll hear about him in the book. He's also in all the imagery and stuff too. So I will go through the book with you guys. The first page of the book also has this picture. This is the first and supposedly only picture of a real Sasquatch from 1967. So it's right in the front page of the book. It's blurry, like every picture of Seth is, but this was actually Grandpappy Sam Squatch. This was Seth's grandfather when he was getting coffee one day, and they took a picture of him. So all right, let's start the book. All right, so deep in the woods lived a real-life Sasquatch. Meet Seth Squatch. Seth lived in the woods for his whole life and never left. His family lived in these woods for thousands of years. The Sasquatch families had never left the woods because they had everything they needed, with the river as their water supply and the plants as their food. And then here's their whole family. There's Grandpa Squatch, Grandma Squatch, Sister Squatch, Cousin Squatch. Big family. A big family of Squatches. Bless you. Bless you twice. Seth Squatch was always told to never leave the woods because humans have hunted the Sasquatch and tried to get pictures of them to prove they are real. This made Seth afraid of humans and anyone different than him. And then here's some people looking for him. Everyone's always looking for him. Seth was always picked on for being the smallest Sasquatch in the woods. In fact, Seth never made any friends besides his puppy that wandered into the woods one day. Seth named him Cedar after his favorite tree. And there he is right there. That's where he meets his little dog. Yeah, that's where he meets his best friend. One day, Seth went to the river to collect water for his family, but something seemed a little bit different. He could hear noises that he's never heard, and he smelled things that he's never smelled. What do you guys think it was? What did he hear? Go ahead. You think it was humans? Does anyone else agree it was humans? Yeah. Yeah? Everyone does? Let's see. It might not be. It might be a deer or something. Let's see. It was a human. You guys are right. So Seth Squatch peeked around a tree, and there it was. He couldn't believe that he was actually seeing a human for the first time. The human was in the river, sitting on a weird floating thing and using what looked like a stick with a string on it. What was he doing? Fishing? Does anybody know what he was fishing out of?
A boat.
Oh, someone said it. It's a kayak. Yep. So in my show, I fish out of a kayak. I don't fish out of a boat. I fish out of I fish out of kayaks because kayaks go where boats can't go, and they go where boats can go too. So we get to go in really remote areas like the woods where he met Seth. Then it happened. The human looked over and saw Seth. Oh no, what do I do, thought Seth. Before he knew it, the human began to approach him. Hey there, said the human in a soft tone. Seth replied with a nervous, hello. Now Seth was scared. The human was very different from Seth or anything he's ever seen before. What if he's not nice? What if he runs away scared, thought Seth. Seth walked to the edge of the water with his dog Cedar by his side. My name is Joey. What's your name? Asked the human. My name is Seth. What are you doing this far in the woods? Seth asked. Joey replied, well, I love to fish, and since I have a kayak, I can go anywhere, even the places where most boats can't fit in the water, even through the woods where most people don't go. And here's them talking by the river. That is me. A little fun fact, his name is Joey in the book. My middle name is Joseph. So my nickname when I was a kid was Joey. So there's some little hidden things in there. Seth had always wanted to learn how to fish. Since he was not as scared anymore, he asked Joey if he would teach him how to fish. Joey smiled and said he would love to teach Seth how to fish. Joey handed Seth a fishing pole, showed him how to use it, and put on some bait. Then they began to fish together. Do you guys remember the first time you learned how to fish? Everyone? So this is Seth's first time right here. That's his first time ever learning how to fish or hold a fishing pole or use bait. So when you guys learn how to fish, he's doing the same thing. After only a few minutes, Seth felt a huge tug on his fishing pole, followed by an even bigger tug. With the pole nearly flying out of his furry Sasquatch hands, Seth began to reel and reel and reel. Finally, with a big splash, what do you guys think it was? Oh, all right, let's see. I think someone might be right. Seth saw it, that it was a huge bass. Joey yelled, "Fish on!" Look at the size of that fish. See that? You guys want to see the full fish? You want to see the full picture? Look at the size of that fish. See that? That's a huge bass. After a few strong pulls, Seth reached down and lifted up the biggest fish that Joey's ever seen. Seth held up his fish with the proudest smile he'd ever smiled. That is a Sasquatch-sized bass, Joey yelled with excitement. Seth looked at Joey and said, "Let's call it a Bassquatch." What a great name, Joey agreed. That's where the name came from, see? They released the fish back into the river. It swam away quickly and gave Joey and Seth a little splash. Seth told Joey that he loved fishing so much and he wanted to do it all the time now. Joey told Seth, "I hope you always catch big fish and find fun adventures. You know what? I'm gonna call you the Bassquatch Hunter from now on." Seth smiled. He loved that nickname. He could not wait to hunt for his next Bassquatch and have his next adventure. And then right here, if you guys notice on his hat up here, do you guys know what it says on top of his hat? Bass, yep. So here's where Joey writes it on his hat for the first time. So every book after this, he already has it on his hat, and now you guys know how he got it on there. That's his new nickname. We'll do some questions right after. That was a good question, though. Joey went back to fishing. He and Seth left each other with a fist bump in the hope that they would see each other again soon. Fishing taught Seth to be patient, determined, and adventurous. It also taught him to not be afraid to learn different things from people who might be slightly different than him. And this is my favorite picture in the book because him and Cedar walked away really happy and proud because they met someone different than him, they met someone new, and they got to learn how to fish. And of course, they caught a huge monster fish, which is always fun. It was really big. Seth felt so much better after meeting Joey and learning how to fish, but this was only the beginning. Seth has spent his whole life in his little world, afraid to go anywhere or meet anyone outside of it. With his new confidence and curiosity, Seth decided that he needed to see what else he'd been missing all this time. Seth Squatch packed up his backpack, gathered his dog Cedar, and said goodbye to his home. He was no longer scared to look for adventure and meet as many different people as possible. And then here's the picture right behind me, the big banner. And that's Cedar licking Seth, because he's happy too. Now Seth would learn more new things from more new people, and he could share how he got the name. What's his name now? Yep. Let's do it with a little more enthusiasm. One more time. There we go. That's his new nickname, so now everyone knows that he is hunting the big Bassquatch. But the story's not over here. So does anyone here write in a journal? a lot of people. So it's a really good way to share your thoughts and be able to write down what you felt that day. So Seth did the same thing. Seth wrote a journal entry. This is his writing. I didn't write this part. Seth wrote it and sent it to me. So it says, what a great day. I met an actual human. I hope they are all just as nice as him. Meeting him really made me feel adventurous. I like that feeling. He taught me how to fish. I learned that you need to be patient and determined. I don't think I'm gonna be as afraid anymore. I'm gonna learn as many different things from as many different people who might be a little bit different than me. My adventure starts today. And then there's a big map of where Seth lives right here, and it shows you where they fished. A little fun fact too, this is actually a board game that I created too, so you can fish as Seth, where you can play as him in the game and catch fish, and it's a lot of fun too. So that's the map of where he lives and the board game map. But here's my favorite part. So there's also a spot that Seth put in the book where you guys can write your own journal entries and put your own answers to questions. You guys want to answer some of these questions? Awesome. These aren't the giveaway questions, but they're still fun ones. So we'll just do raise of hands, don't yell out the answer. I'm just calling a few people here. So what is one human that you would love to meet one day? It could be anybody, musician, YouTuber, athlete, anybody. Go ahead over here. Famous country singer? Who? Anyone specific or just any? Just any country singer? We did an episode with a girl named Sadie Bass, and she was on The Voice last year. She's a country singer from Michigan. And we did an episode with her and took her fishing. It was super cool. What is your favorite adventure that you've been on? Now we'll keep this short too, okay? So a short version. Favorite adventure. In the gray shirt right here. Yep. A bike trail? Okay. That's a lot of fun. It's outdoors. Right here. Universal Studios. That's a good one. Okay. All right, we'll do one more. Let's do in the back again. The blue shirt. Yep. Going home every day? That's your favorite adventure? Man. All right. Next question. Who is your favorite person to do new things with? So Seth has his dog Cedar. That's his best friend and his favorite person to do things with. Who's your favorite person? Right here. Your dad? That's a good answer. Right here in the front. Yep. Your mom and dad both? Okay. And the end of the black shirt over here. Yep. Pets do count. Maxine? It's awesome. Let's do one in the very back here. In the black sweatshirt right in the middle. Yep. You right there, over there? That's awesome. Your best friend's right next to you. All right. Here's the last question before we get into the fun ones. What is the biggest fish you've ever seen in person? Now, not on TV, but like in person, like a real fish. All right, right here in the front, black, right here. A pike? How big was it? Big? I've caught pike that were like this tall, like huge pike. Pike have a lot of teeth. Everyone know what a northern pike is? Yeah, they're slimy, they have teeth. Clap once if you can hear me real quick, make sure. All right. So this is the original sketch page, so you guys can color that in too in the book, and you can see how Josh drew all the stuff on here, which is really fun. And then the last page, it says, look out for the next adventure where Seth meets a race car driver. So yep, that's the next book that comes out today, where he goes out of the woods every day and he meets a new human and learns what they do and then teaches them how to fish, just like I do in my show. So every book is based off a real guest in the show as well. So the race car driver, we filmed with a NASCAR driver for our very first episode about 5 years ago. And the second book is when he meets a race car driver. You guys ready for some fun questions to win some stuff? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, let me grab some stickers, hold on. All right, so we'll start with an easy one just to make sure you guys paid attention. What is the name of the Sasquatch? I don't remember who went up first. I think it was a gray shirt right here with the glasses, yep. Or white shirt, sorry, you, yep. Seth, that was the easy one, right? What's the name of Seth's dog? I'm gonna go ahead with the gray shirt right there. Yep, you, yep. Cedar, yep. There you go, let's clap everyone, there you go. Can you hand that back to him for me? All right, the fisherman. I didn't ask you what about him yet. What if I ask you how old he was? Do you guys know the answer? 50. All right, what's the fisherman's name? What's the fisherman's name? In the gray shirt with your hand over there, yep, you. Yep. Joey, yep. Does anyone remember why his name is Joey? Right here in the front. That was a great answer. There you go. Here's yours. And then, can you guys pass that back to him? All right, let's do 2 more questions, and I'll give away the book too. So put your hands down. I didn't ask it yet. All right, let's ask a fun one. What was the fisherman fishing out of? Over here in the purple shirt in the end. Yep. Nope. No, that was wrong. It was wrong. Right here. The kayak. Yep. So a little secret, guys. Everybody here is gonna get a free sticker, just so you know. So don't be bummed out if you don't win one. I'm gonna make sure your teachers get stickers, and everybody here will get one. I brought enough for everybody too. So let's give out one more sticker, and then we'll give out the book. Does that sound good? Yeah! Okay. All right, so let's ask a harder question. What is the next book about? Race car driver, yep. There you go. All right, so don't worry, everyone will get a sticker at the end, so don't worry about it. All right, who wants to win a book? All right. This one is special because I autographed it and it has stickers of all the characters. Okay, so hands down, let me ask a question here. I have 2 books to give away, okay? So if you don't win one, it's okay, I have a second one. All right, let's make this a fun one. I'm gonna make this a hard one. What have I not asked yet? Oh, what did Seth get made fun of for? He got picked on for something. And the red shirt right here. That was perfect, look at that. All right, let's clap for him, guys. There you go, buddy. There you go. All right, I got one more to give away. So let's do this a little bit different. Raise your hand if you've caught a fish before. Oh, geez, everybody. We have a lot of fishermen here, that's good. Raise your hand if you've caught a bass. Raise your hand if you've caught a bass that you think is a Bassquatch. Like a big one. Okay. And the blue shirt right there. All right, let's clap for him, guys. Got a free book. There you go. So if you guys didn't win a book, it's okay. You guys can go online and get them too. And my second book came out today, so maybe I'll have to come back and do another book reading, the second one. So that way you guys can hear how he met a race car driver, learned how to drive a car, and then taught him how to fish. That'd be really cool. There's gonna be 13 books in the series. So every book is based off a real episode of the show. So if you go on YouTube and look up the episode of like the fireman, where I got to be a fireman for a day, or you look up the monster truck episode that'll be on this year, there'll be a book based on all those episodes too. So you'll be able to see Seth meet all these really cool people and learn some really cool things. So we're gonna do a couple questions first, and then I have a really cool surprise for you guys coming up here too. But we'll do some questions. We'll try to keep them short, not stories, but questions, okay? Go ahead. How old am I? Well, that's a big first question. I'm 39 years old. So I quit my job and started YouTube when I was 34 years old, or 33 years old, sorry. So you can literally chase your dreams at any age. You can literally do whatever you want to be happy at any age. I suggest you start it when you're younger, but it was a lot of fun to do for sure. All right, next question, right here in the front. Ooh, that's a good question. She asked what my favorite person to meet. So I've done a lot of really cool episodes with some really cool people. I got to drive a monster truck about a month ago, and that was pretty sweet. I got to figure skate with Olympic figure skaters. So I met some cool people. One of the coolest people, I'll say, was the WWE wrestler. His name was Zach Gowen. He was the first and only one-legged wrestler, and he wrestled against Hulk Hogan and The Big Show and John Cena and Roddy Piper. And Vince McMahon, like he wrestled everybody. But he's probably one of the coolest guys because he was very inspirational. So we'll do one more question really quick, and then I have another big surprise for you guys. So do one more question. In the red and black shirt right there in the middle, yep. Say it loud. What's that? You want an autograph? So I will tell you guys, I do have some autograph cards. So I will hand out some autograph cards at the end as well. So I'll walk around and hand some out to you guys. So I do have one more surprise for you guys. You guys ready for it? Yeah! Okay, a little bit more enthusiastic. You guys ready for it? Yeah! That's better, that's better. So in order to do this though, I wanted to call up some people to come help me though. So I'm gonna call up, hold on. I'm gonna call up, not you guys, but I'm gonna call up the faculty up here. Is that okay? Do you guys want your teachers up here? Yeah? Would you guys mind coming up here? You guys can all come up here, all the faculty. Come on up. I think they have some favorites. All right, so first thing, let's give a big round of applause to all your teachers, all your faculty. These are the best people here. You guys are awesome. So a lot of the companies that sponsor my show are awesome companies. There's one called AmeriGas Propane, and they do this cool program called School Days Program, where like 2 cents of every gallon of propane goes into a fund and pays out to the school that the schools can use for anything, for like school uniforms, for gym stuff, for anything, including library books or anything else they want to use it for. And we wanted to kind of kick that off, and I wanted to give a donation to the school. If you guys want to hold that, I want to give you guys a donation for $2,000. So this can go to the school for all you guys. So. All right. So this can be used for anything the school wants to use it for. Hold on, guys. So clap once if you can hear me, guys. All right. So this can be used for anything the school wants to use it for. So hopefully it'll help you guys out. Get some new books in the school, get some uniforms, whatever you guys want to use it for. But it's a really cool program. So I just want to thank you guys for having me. All right. So huge thank you to everyone for coming out. Did you guys like the book? Awesome. Do you guys want to hear the second book next time? Awesome. So everyone will get free stickers at the end, and I will do some autographed cards as well. And then if you guys have any other questions afterwards, I'll walk up and do questions. Thank you guys for coming, I appreciate it. And thank you guys for listening to the story of Seth Squatch. So thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. Thank you guys. Okay, does everybody want to stand up for the picture? 1, 2, 3. I'm just not much taller than you guys, so if you guys swarm in too much, you won't be able to tell who's who. That's awesome. Thank you very much. I like your shirt too. You're almost as tall as me. I like your shirt.
No, you can't.
It says be kind on it. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Thank you. Well, we had a great time, so huge thank you to everyone at Voyager Elementary and AmeriGas Propane for making this whole event possible. The teachers were incredible at keeping everyone in line. The kids were incredible too. I had so much fun. I met some new fishing friends. My favorite part of my job is doing these book readings and working with the kids, and today was kind of both. Check out the School Days program and help your schools get some funding. And also, of course, check out the book, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, and watch the show, The Bassquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water. And thank you guys for hanging out.